Number one, in a given week, the number of students in a particular primary school that were absent due to head lice, influenza, and or chickenpox were recorded as follows. This information. The primary school has 500 students. Okay. Draw a Venn diagram to represent this information. All right. The Venn diagram. I would like to create a box first. Then here, one, the second circle, the third circle. All right. And according to the information, 35 students had lice only. 35 students had, if this is head lice, circle for head lice, this is a circle for influenza, and this is circle for chickenpox. Head lice 35, only head lice. What else? 20 students had influenza only. Influenza only, it means 20 here. Next. 5 students had chickenpox only. 5 here. As information. 4 students had head lice and influenza, but not chickenpox. Right. 4 here. Head lice and influenza, but not chickenpox. 2 students had lice and chickenpox, but not influenza. Had lice and chickenpox, but not influenza here, 2. What else? 3 students had influenza and chickenpox, but not had lice. Okay, chickenpox and influenza, but not had lice, 3. 1 student had lice, influenza, and chickenpox. So 1 here. Okay, this is universe. Next question. B, calculate the number of students who did not have head lice or influenza or chickenpox. Okay. Part B means 500, the total students 500. 500 minus 35 plus 4 plus 20 plus 3 plus 1 plus 2 plus 5. And the result is 500 minus 70 equal 430. A student is chosen at random from all the students in the school. Find the probability that this student has had lice. Okay, the probability a student had lice. So here, one, okay, had lice. Those students had lice. Had lice only is 35 students, and those students had lice and influenza, but not chickenpox. 4 students. Those students had lice and chickenpox, but not influenza. is 2 students. Those students had influenza and chickenpox and influenza. Head lice, chickenpox, and influenza is 1 student. So total number of head lice, total number of head lice is 35 plus 4 plus 2 plus 1, 42. So probability head lice equal 42 over 500. Simplify 21 over 250 equals 0.084, or in percentage, 8.4%. Find the probability that these students has influenza given that the student has had lice. Okay. Okay, I need more space here. All right. B part 2. Uh, those students had lice and influenza, but not chickenpox. 4 students. Those students had lice and influenza and chickenpox. 1 student. So the total number of students with head lice and influenza is 5. So the probability head lice, according to our calculations, is 42, 42 over 500, and the probability influenza n and head lice is 5 over 500. So the probability, the conditional probability influenza, I would like to write influenza, uh, influenza. So the conditional probability of influenza given head lice is equal 5 over 500 over 42 over 500. It is 5 over 500 multiply 500 over 42 becomes 5 over 42. Okay. Or in decimal number, 0.119047, or in percentage, 11.9%. That one. What else? C or this is C, not B, sorry. Supposed to be this is C part 2. Now we are going to solving D. It means here. Diego is a teacher in the school. He believes that the number of students n who have had influenza during the first t days of the school year can be modeled by the function this nt equals 250 minus 240 times 2 power kt. Use Diego's model to calculate the number of students who started the school year with influenza. Okay. Okay. So NT, according to the information that NT, the function 250 minus 240 times 2 power kt. This is the function. And we're going to substitute t equals 0 into this function. So this function becomes n0 equal 250 minus 240 times 2 power k times 0 plus 0. So it becomes 250 minus this one, 240. It equal 10. So it means the number, we can state that the number of students who started the school year with influenza is 10 students. Okay. I'm going to put in and electricity. Okay, next we continue. Next question. It is known that 130 students have had influenza during the first 10 days of the school year. Find the value of K. Part E. Uh, we are going to set up the equation NT equal 130 and T equal 10 students. So it means this function, this equation NT equal 250 minus 240 times 2 power kt becomes 130 equals 250 minus 240 times 2 power 10k. The one. And after that, we can rearrange this equation becomes 240 times 2 power 10k equal 250 minus 130. So 240 times 2 power 10k equals, if if we calculate this, 120. Okay, I need more space. It becomes 2 power 10k equal 120 over 240. And it is 1/2. It's one. So we can convert 1/2 into like this. Okay, 2 power minus 1. Okay, I'm going to move here. It means 10k equal minus 1 and k equal minus 1/10. Like that. Next, F. Using this model, calculate how many days it will take for 200 students to have had influenza since the start of the school year. F. When NT equal 200, according to the information that K equal minus 110, according to our calculation. So it means the function becomes 200 equal 250 minus 240 times 2 power minus 110 t, because k equal 1 minus 110. Or we can rearrange this equation becomes 240 times 2 power minus 110 t equal 250 minus 200. This is 50, so it means 2 power minus 110 t equals 50 over 240. Okay, I need more space. So it means 2, uh, wait, I'm gonna using the log, okay, log rule. Minus 110 t log 2, okay, equal log, this is 5 over 24, this one. Or we can convert this form, okay, we can convert becomes, wait, I mean like this. I would like to writing minus 1 t equal log 5 over 24 over log 2. So, and this is equivalent with minus 110 t equal log 2 of 5 over 24, like this. Or we can state like this, minus 110 t equal log 2 of 5 minus log 2 of 24, like that. And the next step, we're going to find log 5 and log 24. So minus 110 t equal log 2. 5 is 2.3219 minus log 2. 24 is 4.5849. So minus 110 t equals minus 2.263. So t equal minus 2.263 multiply minus 10 equal 22.63. Round off becomes 23. So next question. By the last day of the school year, it is known that 300 students have had influenza. Comment on the appropriateness of Diego's model. G. Uh, if NT equal 300, now we calculate that 250 minus 240 times 2 power minus 110t, okay, equals 300. And according to our calculation, we got the equation that uh, we can rearrange, rearrange becomes 240 times 2 power 110t equal 300 minus, oh, sorry, 250 minus 300, 250 minus 301. So it means 2 power minus 110t equal minus 50, 240. So 2 power minus 110t equal minus 50 over 245 over 24. Uh, Based on the logarithm rule, we can state like this, minus 1 10 t log 2 equal log minus 5 over 24. But for log minus 5 over 24, there is no solution. So it means we can state this case that according to this case that Diego's model is not appropriate. What? Number two, May is at an amusement park. A map of part of the amusement park is represented on the following coordinate axis. This diagram. May's favorite three attractions are positioned at A, B, and C. All measurements are in meters. It's a diagram. Write down the distance between B and C. Between B and C, the distance uh, 20. B and C. Okay, B and C. So B and C is 20 meters. Calculate the distance between A and B. Okay, A and B, AB. We're going to using Pythagoras is hypotenuse. This is 4 and this is 16. Yeah. 12, sorry. 12 and 4. This is 12, this is 4. Okay, so AB equals square root 4 squared plus 12 squared. Square root 16 plus 144. Square root 160 equals 12.6491. Round off becomes 12.6 meters. May is standing at the attraction at B and wants to walk directly to the attraction at A. Calculate the bearing of A from B. A from B. Okay. If A from B is A, it means this. This angle. This is A, and this is the strike line. B, this position, so it means according to the clockwise, so this is the angle. So how we calculate uh, the bearings? To find the bearings of B from A, we are going to using tangent because this is 4, this is 12, it means tangent. If this is alpha, okay, it means tangent alpha equals 12 over 4. Let's see. Tangent alpha equals 12 over 4. So it means alpha, if you look alpha, okay, okay, alpha equal this angle. Because if I will expand this straight line, okay, and this straight line, so alpha equal this angle as well, alpha. And of course, this angle equal alpha. So alpha equal A angle ABC. Hmm. Angle ABC. And angle ABC is arctangent for tangent power minus 1 of 12 over 4. And it equal 71.5650. Round off becomes 71.6. So bearing A from B equal 71.6. So now bearing A from B, just now bearing B from A. Okay. So bearing B from A is 71.6. Now, if bearing B, if bearing A, I mean bearing A from B, uh, create this straight line. Okay, so this is the angle bearing A from B. Okay, this is alpha. Alpha plus so this angle is 180. So alpha plus 180. So bearing A from B is alpha 71.6 plus 180 equal 251.565. Okay, so and so on. So it's equal 252. Yeah, 252. Round off becomes 252. Next, D. Write down the gradient of AC. Gradient of AC, MAC equal oh, is 16, and this one minus 12. 16 over minus 12. 16 over minus 12. And equal minus 8, minus 4. I mean minus 4 third. Okay. And then after that, write down the midpoint. Yeah. So midpoint AC. So we need information about A and C, the coordinate point. A is 0, comma 16 and C 12, comma 0. Midpoint AC equal 0 plus 12 over 2, 16 plus 0 divided by 2 equals 6, comma 8. Next, part 3. Hence, calculate the coordinates of the drinking fountain. A drinking fountain is to be installed at a point that is an equal distance from each of the attractions at A, B, and C. Calculate the coordinates of the drinking fountain. Oh, it means uh, we need to find the coordinate point around here, okay? Because it has the same distance with A, B, and C. A coordinate point is the same distance of A, B, and C. Okay, so I would like to start with side AC. Side AC. Side AC. I'll show you. Side AC. This one, AC. Okay, and again, A 0.16, 0, comma 16, and C 12, comma 0. Right, so firstly, you need to find the gradient which is perpendicular to AC. Gradient which perpendicular to AC. So it means gradient and gradient AC multiply gradient a line perpendicular equal minus 1. And this is MAC is minus 4 third according to our calculation before. Multiply M perpendicular line minus 1 and M perpendicular line equals minus 1 multiply minus 3 fourth equal positive 3 fourth. And the next step is we're going to find the equation of perpendicular. This is the symbol of perpendicular bisector AC. Okay, perpendicular bisector AC. If midpoint AC 6, 8, this is the equation based on these rules. The midpoint AC is 6, 8, and the gradient is 1. So y minus 8 equal 3 fourth x minus 6. So y minus 8, 3 quarter x minus 18 quarter. That y minus 8, sorry, I'm going to move y, 8 3/4 x minus 18/4 plus 8 comes y equal 3/4 x minus 18/4 plus 32/4 3/4 x minus this is 14/4. Okay, so this is the equations of perpendicular bisector AC. Now, we move to side AB. Side AB. AB, AB, this side. That's now AC, now AB. A 0,16 and B 12,20. Midpoint AB, we need to find first. Midpoint AB is, according to the coordinate point, 0 plus 12 over 2, 16 plus 20 divided by 2, and it equals 6,18. And next, gradient AB. The gradient AB is 20 minus 16 over 12 minus 0. Okay. Y over x. 4 over 12. 1/3. This is the gradient AB. Next, we are going to find the gradient which perpendicular to AB. It means MAB multiply M perpendicular line. That's one. This is 1/3. Gradient perpendicular line. 1. M perpendicular line equal minus 1 multiply 3. It equals minus 3. Okay. And after that, we need to find the equation. Equations of perpendicular bisector AB. Okay, side AB. Y minus y1 m x1. The midpoint is 6,18. So it means y minus 18, m is minus 3, it's 1, x minus 6, y equal minus 3x plus 18 plus 18, y equals minus 3x plus 36. But now, how to find the point of intersection? So we have two equations. The first is this one, and the second, this one. Okay. The next step, y equal y. It means 3 quarter x plus 14 quarter equal minus 3x plus 36. Multiply by 4 becomes, if multiplied by 4 becomes 3x plus 14 equal minus 12x plus 144. 3x plus 12x equal 144 minus 14, 15x, 130. I need more space. And then x equal 130 over 15. It is 26 over 26 third, or it is 8 to third one. So this the result of x. Next step is substitute x equal 26 third into y equal minus 3x plus 36. Okay, I'm going to scroll down first. So y equal minus 3 multiply 26 third plus 36. It is minus 26 plus 36 equal 10. So point of intersection is 8 to third, comma 10, or in decimal 8.666 so on, comma 10. This. Number 3, the following diagram shows a model of the side view of a water slide. All lengths are measured in meters. This is the diagram. The curve edge of the slide is modeled by fx minus 1 quarter x squared plus 2x for x interval 0 to 4. So this line, this curve function is fx minus 1 quarter x squared plus 2x. This function of 0 to 4. And the remainder of the slide is modeled by gx equal 4 for x interval 4 to 5. So 4 to 5, this is 5. 4 to 5 is 4. Gx. Meanwhile, for x interval 5 to 12, this is the function. This one. Use the trapezoidal rule with an interval width of 1 to calculate the approximate area under the model of the slide in the interval 0 to 14, 0 to 4, x interval 0 to 4. So we are going to calculate this based on based on the trapezoidal rule. Okay, let's calculate. We're going to calculate the height fx equal minus 1 quarter x squared plus x. f0 minus 1 quarter 0 squared plus 2 multiplied by 0. It is 0. If f1, so according to this model, we create the partition. One the partition is you calculate this partition. Okay. Okay. 0 after that, 1, so on until 4. And next, if x equal 1, 1 quarter 1 squared plus 2 multiplied by 1, it equals 7 quarter because minus 1 quarter plus 2. And if x equal 2 minus 1 quarter 2 squared plus 2 multiplied by 2. So it is minus 1 plus 4, 3. And if x equals 3 minus 1 quarter 3 squared, 2 times 3. So it is minus 9 quarter plus 6, 15 quarter. If x equals 4 minus 1 quarter 4 squared plus 2 multiplied by 4. So it is minus 4 plus 8 equal 4. That one. So the trapezoidal rule formula, I'm going to show the trapezoidal rule formula. It is A equal H half multiply F x1. Okay, F x1 is 0. And then plus 2 sigma from k equal 1 to n minus 1. It means n is 4, it means 3. 1, 2, 3. F xi 1 plus f xn. This one. So it's going to be 1 half because a is equal 1. It is 0 plus 2 times sigma is 1, 7 quarter plus 3 plus 15 quarter plus 4. And if you calculate, the result is 10.5 square meters. Right? Square meters, the unit. Sorry, this is a part A. Part B, find this integral. Integral minus 1 quarter x squared plus 2x. The x, this is indefinite integral. So the integral is 1/12 x squared cube, I mean 1/12 x cube okay, this is that minus 1/12 x cubed plus x squared plus c. Question C. calculate the exact area under the entire model of the slide for 0 to 12. So we are going to find the area under of this graph. Okay, 0 to 4, 4 to 5, 5 to 12. Okay, now we are going to calculate first area from 0 to 4. From 0 to 4, by integral 0 to 4, the function is what? Okay, fx. If 4 to 5 is 4, if 5 to 12 is this one. Integral, definite integral is, we're going to find the integral first, minus 112 x cubed plus x squared. After that, substitute 4 and 0 into this expression. It becomes minus 112 4 cubed plus 4 cubed. And if you substitute 0 here, it becomes 0. The result is minus 64 12 plus 16 equal 32 third, because 12 times 16 minus 64 is 132. No, this simplifications of this is the result, right? This area from 0 to 4. Next area from 5, from 4 to 5 area. 4 to 5. According to this information, that from 4 to 5 is 4. Gx equal 4. Integral 4 to 5 of gx. So 4 dx. We're going to find the integral first. For x becomes 4. 4 times 5 minus 4 multiplied by 4. 20 minus 16, it is 4. 1. And the next area from 5 to 12. 5 to 12. This is the function 48 over 7 for x over 7 dx. 5 to 12. And the integral of this expression is 48 over 7x minus 4 divided by 2. It means 2. 2 over 7x squared. After that, substitute 12 and 5. That we substitute 12 and 5 comes 48 over 7 times 12, 2 over 7 multiplied by 12 squared. Okay, after that, 48 over 7 times 5, is 5. Minus 2 over 7, 5 squared. 1. And if you calculate, this is, 576 over 7 minus this one, 288 over 7, minus this one, if you calculate 240 over 7, plus, because minus plus 50 over 7. Calculate, the result is 98 over 7, and it is 14. The total area, we can calculate the total area. 32 third plus 4 plus 14 is equal. We have to set becomes the same denominator first. 3 times 4, 12 third, and 42 third. It is 86 third square meters. Okay. Oh, yeah. I have to continue. To continue uh, with the decimal, sorry, because we need this information. And the decimal is 28,666 square meters. Yeah, because we need this information. Next. Find the percentage error in the total area under the entire model of the slide when using the approximate value from part A. Part A is 10.5 square meters. So we need to calculate the total area in part A. Okay. In part A. Okay, from 0 to 12. Next, area from 0 to 4, it was 10.5 square meters, and then area from 4 to 5 was 4 square meters, and area from 5 to 12. It was 14 square meters. So the total area equal 10.5 plus 4 plus 14. It equals 28. The 28.5 square meters. Next, the percentage error, we can determine the modulus of 28.5 minus 28.666. This number just now we calculate a modulus over 28.666, and if you multiply by 100%, because percentage, and the result is 0.5813%. Round off becomes 0.581%. Number 4, a recent study found that the height of Dutch woman can be modeled by a normal distribution with mean 170.7 centimeters and standard deviation 6.3 centimeters. A Dutch woman is chosen at random, calculate the probability that her height is less than 160 centimeters, between 160 centimeters and 170 centimeters. Okay, I'm going to use this space. A part 1. Given mu or mean is 170.7 centimeters and standard deviation sigma 6.3 centimeters. We need to convert the height of 160 centimeters to a z-score. Okay. Using this formula, z equal x minus mu over sigma, or z equal 160 minus 170.7 over 6.3. And the result is minus 1.69841. Round off becomes minus 1.698. In the standard normal distribution table, or if you're using your scientific calculator, we can determine probability z less than 1 minus 1.698, and the result is 0.0455. So it means probability x less than 160 equal probability z less than minus 1.698 equals 0.0455. Part 2. Okay, to find probability x greater than 160, less than 170, we need to calculate the z-score for 160, and after that 170. But 160, we have calculated this one, the result. Okay. So for x equal 160, the z-score, I'm going to use C1. C1 is minus 1.698. So yeah, and in table, this one, table or calculator, you can find the probability is 0.0455, but we need the value of z1. And for x equal 170, z2 equal 170 minus 170.7 over 6.3. The result is minus 0.1111, so on. Round off becomes minus 0.111, 3 decimal places. So according to our calculation, our result is that the probability z less than minus 1.698 is 0.0455. So I'm going to writing here that if z1 equal minus 1.698, the probability z less than minus 1.698, it equals 0.0455. And if z equal minus 0.111, the probability z less than minus 0.111 equals 0.4563. Okay, and it means if we are going to find the probability that x greater than 160 less than 170, it equal probability z less than minus 0.111 minus probability z less than minus 1.698. It is 0.4563 minus 0.0455. And the result is 0.4108. Round off becomes 0.4111. Part B, question B. 27% of Dutch women have a height of more than 8 meters. Calculate the value of h. We need to find the value of h such that the probability that a Dutch woman's height is greater than 27%. Okay. Or in probability form, I will write it like this. Probability that x greater than h, which is the result 0.27 because 27% is 0.27. This means the cumulative probability of Dutch woman's height being less than h. And we can writing that probability x less than h is 1 minus 0.27. This is the probability theory. And the result is 0.73. Using a standard normal distribution table or calculator, we can determine the z-score that corresponds to cumulative probability of 0.73, and the z-score is this one, 0.61. Now, use the z-score formula to solving h. Same with the previous formula, and I would like to write in that zero. This is z, according to this information, 0.61 equal h minus 170.7 divided by 6.3. Because sigma is, sorry, not sigma, standard deviation. Okay, there is standard deviation equal 6.3. And if you calculate with 6.3 becomes 6.3 multiplies 0.61, and the result is 3.843 equal h minus 170.7. So h equal 3.843 plus 170.7. And the result is 174.543 centimeters, the unit. And we're going to convert into meters. It means divided by 100 becomes 1.745. round off, becomes 1.75 meters. Next, Zeneca selects a random sample of 200 Dutch women from Amsterdam and measures their heights. She wants to determine whether this sample could have been chosen from a normally distributed population with mean 170.7 centimeters and standard deviations of 6.3 centimeters. She performs a t-squared goodness of fit test at the 5% significance level, so alpha equals 5%. She begins by creating the following frequency table. This is the frequency table. Calculate correct to four significant figures the value of alpha and B. Sorry, the value of A and B, not alpha. Alpha is 5%. So we're going to find this A and this B. Okay. Part C. Based on our previous calculation that the probability uh, Z, now I will convert to H greater than 160, less than 170 is 0.4563 minus 0.0455. It is 0.411. On the previous calculation, we already calculated this. So it means A equals 0. Let's say if I show you this one. This one. Okay, so we need to find A and calculation. I mean, I have so just now we calculate already this one. Okay, but this is probability X. Okay, X 160 to 170, and I have changed becomes H. So A equal 0.411 multiply 200, the population, 82.20. So that is A. Next, for the probability that a height fails between 100 centimeters and 180 centimeters, we are going to calculate, okay? I'm going to using this based on the information on the table, okay? On this table, this will be 170 to 180. So for X equal 170, the Z1 is minus 0.111 according to our calculation just now. And if for X 180, C2 is 180 minus 170.7 over 6.3. And the result 1.4762. Run. So the probability that H greater than 170, less than 180 it equal probability z less than 1.4762 minus probability z less than minus 0.1111. And the result is 0.9292. This number got from calculator or your table. 0.4563. The result is 0.4729. So B equals 0.4729 multiply 200 population. B equal 94.58. 1. Okay, already, it's 1. The hypothesis for Jenneke's test are, this is the hypothesis, the height are drawn from a normally distributed population with mean 170.7 centimeters, a standard deviation 6.3 centimeters, and this is the null hypothesis, and this is the alternative hypothesis. Okay, write down the degrees of freedom for this test, df. We have to find df. So df equal, according to the theory, that df equal number of categories minus 1 minus number in brackets number of parameter estimated, or this is 4 minus 1 minus 0. So df equal 3. The critical value for this test is 7.815. Perform the t-squared goodness of the test and state your conclusion, justifying your reasoning. Part E. I would like to begin with observe. Okay, observe and expected the frequency. Okay. I mean this one, the frequency, the first frequency, one, h less than or equal 160, the second frequency 160 to 170, the third frequency 170 to 180, and the fourth 70, 100, h greater than 180. We already have the solution, the number. B already have the number. Okay, when h greater than or equal 160, O first equals 6, okay, and the expectation E E first is 8.943. You can see the information on table. I have to show you. 6 and 8.943. O first and E first. Okay, next. When H greater than 160, less than 170, O second. O second is 85, and E second is 82.20. This is A. When H greater than 170, less than 180, O third equal 92, E third equal 94.58. And when H greater than 180, O fourth equals 70. Okay, 17, and E fourth equal 13.99. Okay. So the chi-squared statistic for each category, for every category, the chi-squared statistic, okay, for the first category, H less than or equal 160, the chi-squared equal sigma. The formula is OI minus EI squared over EI. Okay. So it means chi squared equals sigma 6 minus 8.943 squared divided by 8.943. And if you calculate, the result is 0.96849, round off 0.9685. For the second category, for the second category, the second category is age greater than 160, less than 170. And the chi-squared like this, the chi-squared is, I will not writing this formula, 16 minus 82.20 squared over 82.20 equals 0.0953771. Round off 0.0954. Next, for third category, or third category, age greater than 170, less than 180. But chi-square, the chi-square equal 92 minus 84, 94, I mean 94.86 squared divided by 94.86, and the result 0.089, 0.086, I mean 228, round off 0.0862. For the fourth category, age greater than 180. So chi squared equal 17 minus 13.99 squared over 13.99. The result is 0.6476125. Round off becomes 0.6476. And total chi-squared statistic is 0.9685, 0.0954, 0.0862, plus 0.6476. The result is 1.7977, or if two decimal places, 1.80. Okay. So the critical value, now the critical value for a chi squared, for a chi squared test with degree of freedom with the f equal 3 and alpha level of significance equal 5, the significant level 5%, 5%. Okay, the critical value is 7.815. That is the critical value. And after that, we can compare that this result 1.80 is less than the critical value 7.815, or the calculated chi-squared, or here the calculated chi-squared are less than critical value. And the conclusion, I would like to write in here, the conclusion we fail to reject null hypothesis. One. And yeah, I would like to add something. So can state that we can state that since this is important for us, since the chi-squared, since the chi-squared value is 1.80, is less than the critical value, the value 7.815. This one. We do not have sufficient. We do not. We don't. We don't. We don't have sufficient. We don't have sufficient. I mean, sufficient evidence. Evidence at 5% significant level. Sig level to reject the null hypothesis. Therefore, therefore, the high school has been chosen from a normally distributed population with a mean 170.7 centimeters and standard deviation 6.3 centimeters. That is the conclusion. Next, part F. Gundega claims that on average, Latvian women are tailer than Dutch women. Random samples of 10 Latvian women and 10 Dutch women are chosen and their heights are measured. And these are the data on the table. Gundega performs a t-test at the 5% significance level, so alpha equal 5%. It is assumed that the populations are normally distributed and have equal variances. Write down the null and the alternative hypothesis for this test. Okay. I'm going to write here. F. So, null hypothesis is the mean height of Latvian woman is equal to the mean height of the Dutch woman. Mu L, yeah, mu L equal, sorry, mu L equal mu D. An alternative hypothesis is mu L greater than mu D. The mean height of Latvian woman is greater than the mean height of Dutch woman. Right. Next. G. Perform the t-test and state the conclusion justifying your reasoning. G. I would like to start to begin with calculate the sample mean. Okay. The sample mean. It means Z1 is not sorry, mean not Z, X, bro. So X1 mean equal 171 according to the data I'm going to show you. 171 plus 163 plus 180 until 170 divided by 10 as well. For x2 mean 173 plus 182 plus 181 so on until 1 plus 169 divided by 10 because 10 data. 171 plus 163 plus so on 170 divided by 10 and it equal 1699 divided by 10 169.9 and x2 mean is 173 plus 182 plus so on 169 divided by 10 1713 divided by 10 171.3. This is the mean. And the second step is calculate the sample variance. The sample variance. Sample variance. Okay, variance is equals 2. We're going to find the first variance and the second variance. As L variance, this is sigma. The formula is sigma XL minus sigma minus mean, X of course mean, divided by N L minus 1. It means 9. If you calculate, this is the mean. So 171 minus 169.9 squared and plus 163 minus 169.9 squared, so on until 170 minus 169.9 squared. Yeah. So the result is if 171 minus 169.9 squared, the result is 1.21 plus. If 163 minus 169.9 squared, the result is 47.61 plus so on. until the last is 0.01. 0.01 is 170 minus 169.9 squared. This is the result, 0.01 divided by 9. And the result is 48.54. That is for SL. Next, SD. Dutch. It's not Latvia. This is for Dutch. Using this rule, so it means the result I have calculated is 2.89. 2.89 plus 114 plus 49 plus so on. The last is 5.29 divided by 9 because 10 minus 1. And the result is 45.2456. And the third step is called standard deviation. The Polish standard deviation, okay, SP it means Polish standard deviation. The formula is square root and L minus 1 SL squared and D minus 1 D squared divided by an L and D minus 2. And if we substitute the number, and number is 9 multiply 48.54 plus 9 times 45.2456 divided 18 because 10 plus 10 minus 2, 18. Yeah. And if you calculate, the result is square root 46.8928. And this is 6.847831. And the fourth step is calculate the t statistic, The t statistic formula, t equal xl mean, xd mean minus pool standard deviation multiply square root of 1 over 1 NL plus 1 over ND. It is 169.9 minus 171.3 divided by 6.847831 multiply the root 2 divided by 10. And if you calculate this, the result is minus 0.457151. Next, if the F equal 18, and t equal this one, and t statistic equal minus 0.457151. So it means you can find the p-value. The p-value is 0.326569. Yeah. So on table or calculator. So it means the p-value, the p-value greater than alpha, significance level. So we can state that the conclusion that the conclusion is fail to reject the null hypothesis. Okay. So it means Gun Gundega. Okay. Gundega is not correct. And this is the conclusion and statement. Number 5. Skip is a container used to carry garbage away from construction site. For safety reasons, the garbage must not extend beyond the top of the skip. The maximum volume of garbage to be removed is therefore equal to the volume of the skip. A particular design of skip can be modeled as a prism with a trapezoidal cross-section for the skip to be transported. It must have a rectangular base of length 10 meters and width 3 meters. The length of the sloping edge is fixed at 4 meters and makes an angle of theta with the horizontal. The following diagram shows such a skip. This the diagram. Question: find the volume of the skip if the length of the top edge of the skip is 11 meters. Right. So first we need to find the height first. The height first, this one. The height, this one. This is, the slope is 4, okay? And this side is 1. Okay, so how to find the height? The height is that I have to clean first. Okay. So height equals square root 4 squared minus 1, because if we sketch the triangle like this, right angle triangle, this is 4, this is h, and this is 1. That means h equals 4 squared minus 1 squared. It is 16 minus 1, root 16. So volume equal 1/2 multiply 11 plus 10. Why 11? Because I'm going to show you. Because if this is 10, this base length is 10, and from this point to this point is 10, while this one, this side is 1. So it is 11. So that's why becomes 11. I'm going to click first. 11 plus 1 times the height is this 1 square root 15 multiplied by 3. 3 is the length, the width, I mean. So if you calculate, okay, and this is the area of trapezoid. If you calculate, the result is 121.998, or round off becomes 122 meter cube. Second, second, if the height of the skip 3.2 meters, I would like to draw a right angle triangle. If the height is this one, 3.2, the slope is 4. So we are going to find this side. So the side equal square root 4 squared minus 3.2 squared, 16 minus 10.24, square root 5.76, 2.4. So S, this is 2.4. It means in this case, if this is 10, this is 10, and this side is 2.4. It means the top edge is 12.4. Okay, so it's 12.4. So the volume, the top edge of the top edge of the skip is 10 plus 2.4, 12.4. Volume equal 1/2 times 12.4 plus 10. Top edge plus the base multiply 3.2. 3.2 is the height, multiply the width is 3. And if you calculate 107.52, round off 108 meter cube. Third, yeah, if theta is 60, is theta 60, if is theta, this one, I'm gonna clean first. If theta equals 60, so if theta equals 60, so this is a right angle triangle, okay, here. So we need to find this side and this side. If we define this side, we can determine this side plus 10, 10. Right? So I'm gonna sketch, okay? Sorry. Uh, this, sorry, I have to clean first this area because I need this area. Okay. All right. Okay. So the slope is 4, and for example, this is h, and this one side 60. And sine 60 is h over 4. So h equal 4 sine 60. Okay. And then a 4 sine h equal, yeah, sine, it means sine 60, 4 times sine, it is 2 square root 3, because sine 60 is square root 3 half. So times 4 becomes 2 square root 3. Cos, cosine 60, a quarter. So S, okay, S quarter, so S equal 4 cosine 60. Cosine 60 is 1 half. 4 multiply 1 half, 2. Okay. So it means this is 2. And the top edge is 12 meters, while h equal, just now I forgot, 2 square root 3. This is 2 square root 3. One. So after that, we can calculate the volume. 1 half times 10 plus 12. And the height is 2 square root 3. Multiply the width is 3. And if you calculate, the result is 66 square root 3. In decimal number, 114.315. Or round off, 114 meter cube. Question B. Show that the volume phi meter cube of the skip is given by this expression. So if the right angle triangle like this, 4 and H and S. Okay. Theta, this one. So sine theta is H over 4, and H equal 4 sine theta. So sine theta is S over 4. So S equal 4 cosine theta. So it means the top H equal 10 plus 4 cosine theta. And volume equal volume equal 1 half multiply 10 plus 4 cosine theta multiply, the height is 4 sine theta. So one, width is 3. So width is 3. 1 half, 20 plus 4 cosine theta. multiply 3 times 4, 12 sine theta. It is, it's going to be 6 because 12 multiply 1 half, 6 sine theta. 20 plus 4 cosine theta. Now factorize 20 and 4 becomes 6 sine theta. Multiply 4, 5 plus cosine theta. 6 multiply 4, 24 sine theta. Multiply 5 plus cosine theta. Save with this expression. Explain in context why theta not equal 0. Should be not equal 0. Theta should be not equal 0. Cannot equal 0. If theta equals 0, okay, see. If theta equals 0, the implication, I'm going to write in here the implication the value of sine theta will be sine 0 equals 0. Okay. And if sine 0 equals 0, it means h, so h equal sine 0 and equal 0. So the value of volume will be 0 and it's impossible. Okay, so theta cannot equal 0. Okay, xd. Oh, part 1. Sketch the graph of v equal 24 sine theta plus, sine theta multiply theta interval 0 to 90. Okay. V equal 24 sine theta multiply 5 plus cosine theta. With theta interval 0 to 90. If theta equals 0, so the volume equals 24 sine 0 multiply 5 plus cosine 0. And this is 0, 0, 5 plus 1. So equals 0. So the coordinate point 0, 0. This is the origin. So this graph will be start from origin. If theta equals 30, the volume will be 24 sine 30 multiply 5 cosine 30. 24 sine 30 is 1/2 and cosine 30 is square root 3/2 like this. And if you calculate, the result is 70, not 12, 70.4. So the coordinate point 30, 70.4. 1, 2, already 2 coordinate point. One more. So if theta equal 90, volume equal 24 sine 90 multiply 5 plus cosine 90. I'm going to scroll down first. And uh, sine 90 is 1, so 24 multiplied by 1, 5 plus 0. It is 24 multiply 5, 120. So the coordinate point is 90, 120. And I would like to sketch here. This is theta, and this is volume. Okay. The axis for volume and axis for theta. So if theta equals 0, the coordinate point is 0, 0, origin. So we are going to start from origin. I'm going to change the different colors. So origin here, and the second coordinate point, 70.4, 30,70.4. If 30 here, 90 here, it means 45 here. Okay. 30, and then if 120 here means 60 around here, so 70 around here, so it means here. Okay, this is the coordinate point of 30, 70.4. And the next is if theta equals 90, if theta equals 90, the volume equals 120 in this one. So we can sketch like this. Okay. Next question. Find the maximum volume of the skip and the value of theta for which this maximum volume occurs. Okay. We'll move here. Part 2. Volume expression is 24 sine theta multiply 5 plus cosine theta. Okay, we are going to find the derivative of this function, this equation. Let u equal 24 sine theta. It means du 24 cosine theta. And phi 5 plus cosine theta. The phi minus sine theta. The phi du, the phi d theta, the phi d theta is 24 sine theta multiply minus sine theta plus 5 plus 5 plus cosine theta multiply 24 cosine theta. And it is 24 sine squared theta multiply becomes 120 cosine theta plus 24 cosine squared theta. And I would like to convert this sine theta becomes cosine 1 minus cosine squared theta. 120 cosine theta plus 24 cosine squared theta. For the maximum, we have to set derivative equal 0. 0 equals 0. Multiply becomes 24 minus 24 plus 24 cosine squared theta plus 120 cosine theta plus 24 cosine squared theta equals 0. Okay. And 24 plus 24, 48. So 48 cosine squared theta plus 120 cosine theta minus 24 equals 0. Uh, all term divided by 24 and becomes 2 cosine squared theta plus 34 plus 5 cosine theta minus 1 equals 0. Let x equal cosine theta. That means this equation becomes 2x squared plus 5x minus 1 equals 0. Based on the x1 and 2 formula, minus b is minus square root b squared minus 4ac over 2a minus b, it means minus 5 plus minus square root 5 squared minus 4 multiply 2 multiply minus 1 over 2 times 2 minus 5 plus minus square root 25 plus 8 divided by 4 minus 5 plus minus this is 33. Square root 33 is 5.744. So x1, we can state that x1 equals 0.744. And because x1 minus 5 plus 5.044, therefore 0.186. So it means cosine theta was 0.186. X2 is minus 5 minus 5.744 is minus, the result is minus and divided by 4 minus 2.686. Okay. So this is not possible because, yeah, not possible. Because cosine theta value between minus 1 and 1. So we are not using this result, only this one. If cosine theta equals 0.186, it means theta equal arc cosine 0.186, 79.28056. And substitute theta equals 79.28056 into this equation. Phi equals 24 sine theta multiply 5 plus cosine theta. So volume maximum 24 sine this number 79.28056 multiply 5 plus cosine 79.28056. And the result is 24 multiply 0.98255 multiply 5 plus 0.186 and the result 122.2921 round off 1.22. So this is the volume maximum, and theta I would like to round off becomes 79.3.